Hello and welcome back. Once again, we're here. Yeah, he took Rangoon without a fight. Anyway, um, yeah, I was just gonna say something about the fortifications, but those had been wiped out. Anyway, I mean, taking him without a fight means he gets the fortifications we had, but anyway. So he gets in there, damages some P40Ks. Anyway, this is War in the Pacific, Admiral's Edition. Let me finish the intro here. And I'm Friedrich with the Allies. And we're here on February 5, 1943. So I'm going to have to put some nightcap in various bases because apparently he's coming after me with some night bombing. Now, this 3% moonlight should mean something, but I'm not sure if seems like he has good success even at night bombing. But anyway, here we go. The depth charges are too high, so we may sink that. Let's see. Not yet, but here we go. I guess might as well put us, instead of attacking a fresh one, let's just finish that one. It's fine. It's really fine. That sank it. Okay, moving on. We're already in the air phase. I'm always impressed how fast these naval phases go, but I think, pardon me, it's really because we're both, obviously, again, different players play different styles, but we're both a bit other than my wasting of ships in the Bay of Bengal or Andaman Sea, we're both fairly conservative here with our naval assets. Alright, I did a sweep there over Pegu because he did have ships there and I wanted to sink them, but they are no longer there. Okay, we should shred these, I think. I don't know if this was a mistake, if he meant to have escort, or the sweep didn't go first, or if he, or if there's a sink bug. But I don't know if, or if it was supposed to be a night bombing. In any case, this should buy us a couple of days before he comes back, either day or night bombing. And you can see the arrow indicator. He's probably, it could be Bangkok. I don't know if there's a base further down that's at more that angle, but that might be Bangkok. It's hard to tell here. But we have more hurricanes coming up into the air to help. Not that we need them. All right, guys. It's fun to shoot down Sallies and watch them get destroyed, but I need to move on because this could be all day. I cannot believe he has 12 Sallies left. Now, it looks like he's bombing ground troops. We have a ton of flak here. A ton. So I don't know how low he is, what he's trying to get out of this. So let's pass that. Wow. Now, I don't think we knocked out 9 bombers. What happens after the raid is some of the elements make it out, and the stragglers we catch up to and shoot at. So that's what we're doing here. All right, getting past that. We did shoot down the rest of them. Yeah, I think we pretty much destroyed his. I'm glad he I don't know if it was accidental or not. I'm glad he bombed our ground troops because if he bombed the base, he could have damaged some of our airframes and certainly our air base. I'm not so glad about these ground troops being bombed. All right. Okay, I haven't been talking much. These are just the usual bombings. I was just pointing out the thunderstorms. That's not ideal. We're just cycling through the targets here. And I do have a goal here, but um, this isn't the most exciting thing to watch. These daily mass bombings. But yeah, he had a transport here. I don't know if I pointed that out. Sorry if I didn't. But an AP, and I'm not sure what it was doing here, and how I missed. If it was parked there for a long time, then I am blind. Um, but I finally set up my aircraft to do something about it, and that's hence the sweeps. We got some escorts. Um, yeah, some nice. Wow, this is the kind of ASW I was hoping for. Um, yeah, my bombers in the Burma theater are all resting. I have to start strategizing what's my next move. Um, what's my next target? It very well may be um, okay, here we go, land stuff. It very well may be bombing Rangoon. Simple as that. All right. He's got more troops either coming in or rebuilding. But we also have more troops coming into the area. All right, he's got us almost 2-1 right there. That makes me think I might need to do something about that. So yeah, this is a major stalemate. Okay, he got out of here. Bummer. We attacked one day too late. But we'll take this base and continue marching east. He also gets to see what we got here. All right. And Milton Bay, size 5. Auckland, 8. Okay. Okay, real quick. Check this out. Chusien, we captured with 2,000 supplies, and it does produce resources. Now, I don't know how valuable they are, because I don't know for sure if we have how much we need for our factories. But certainly it keeps it from his hands too, which I'm sure it comes up to here and ships off or makes, well, he's got 101 here. So this 10 is like basically nothing for him. Anyway, we certainly have enough light industry here to use it. So if we could break this hex open, we could get the resources down here and start producing more supplies. All right, enough rambling about that. I also wanted to point out he is advancing up to this hex. Likely he wants to pursue me into here to reopen what I'm about to block. However, I do have air superiority. So the question I was asking at the end of the resolution, what my bombers were going to do, well, there's my target right here. The beauty of it is he owns these hexes, so my sweeps will work. I can just smash these where they're at. If you see here, it's clear. So we should do some devastating attacks. He will know that and will likely cap it. And then we got to be careful and cap our own bases. Speaking of which, supplies are an issue here, but at least all of our troops have them, and our assault strength has gone up quite a lot, up to 410. So I think we're going to get stronger and stronger and hopefully be able to fight off any kind of crossing here. Okay, enough of that. I think that's basically all I wanted to kind of speak of or speak to. Anyway, it seems like maybe there was something else, but I got to move on. 3 ops losses. He lost 16 aircraft. So it looks like we didn't have a sync bug this time, at least as far as the air war goes. And I don't see any ground issues either, but okay. Taking a look at his losses, see he lost a lot of Sallys, although, you know, I guess we let's see, we shouldn't complain too much when we lose a crippling amount of vengeance ones or anything else, because these Sallys, we basically kind of offset our losses here. And he lost to Jake to ops. However, we lost 2, man, these C-47s just can't stay in the sky, and a B-17F, which is not ideal. Okay, pilots, 1 killed. It's okay. Last turn, we did sink this. The whale sank it after 2 torpedoes. Well, 2 torpedoes that detonated. And yeah, probably not his best ship, surely, but anyway. Let's see if anything stands out here. Nope. And I don't like looking at some of this stuff. It's sad. Okay. But yeah, I just wanted to cover the basics and get on with the 6th of February. Thanks. Alrighty. We're back with February 6th, 1943. We'll take a look around the map here. I may have showed you some things already, like Rangoon, for example. But what I was going to say is my opponent wasn't thrilled with the condition I left it in. But, of course, he's the one that caused the devastation. So it seems appropriate. So, for some reason, we're not going deep enough to get under those Type 95s. Not sure why. Because I think this is a deep sea hex. Alright, moving on. Okay, a Babs shot down by Cap. Now, I don't know, usually you can't necessarily trust the blue, but in this case, maybe you can. I don't know. But man, our LB-30s are taking it to them. Historically, they did use LB-30s for ASW, and maybe more in the European theater, you know, over the Atlantic. But here's the reason I switched to ASW in this game. There's two reasons. One, they have a long range radius, even for ASW, so I can really get in there. But also, I'll tell you, also, I was using them to bomb, and they seemed more I don't know if this is the statistics in the game, but they seemed more fragile than the like the B-24s. And so, I don't know. I just figured, well, let's just keep them for ASW, because, I mean, it seemed like they were spending a lot of time in damaged condition. Now that could be just the high service rating. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm sure a lot of people would have a lot of different opinions on what to do with LB-30s. I kind of feel like I have enough heavy bombers that I can use my LB-30s to hopefully wreck some subs. All right, we're coming in low, doing strafing run here at, what is this, WOW? I'm not ready to attack, but I figured let's just keep them pinned down. They have a really tiny unit here. What is it? Just a company. And this is thunderstorm, so we don't get very good results. But we've got a mountain regiment coming. We should be able to easily take it, and then I won't march across land to take Leh. I do have something in the works for a naval invasion. Oh man, oh man, oh man. That was supposed to be swept. Oh wow. Okay. That could have been terrible. Oh man. But we're serious. We're not getting a lot of casualties, number of troops wise, but we are really beating up whatever's in this X. Now, I should have been paying attention to what's moving. He has another garrison unit. He has 3 units in this X, but I don't know. Let's see, what else? Base force. So garrison unit, base force, what else? I'm trying to knock out whatever's moving. Okay, so 2 garrison units. Wait a minute, did we not destroy one? Okay, maybe I do have to look at... my opponent sent me the combat report for this turn, and I may have to look at... not for this turn, the turn before. I may have to look. It told me I destroyed a garrison unit, but it looks like it might be in Pegu. He has something chasing me. Coming this way. You could see the pip. I'm going to turn around and go back and see what we can do about it. But, yeah. All right. So, yeah, these liberators do a number on this 11th garrison unit. Okay, so his big hitters are here, Rangoon and north, and then up here by Tungu. So he really has nothing coming in behind. And I'm taking advantage, too, that, first of all, it's pretty good weather, and it looks like he has a lot of, sorry, it's clear hacks, that's what I meant to say. Okay. I could have hit any of these other hexes, but I'll tell you, the biggest reason I'm doing this is because I intend to keep this hex south of Tungu clear, because I want to keep all these troops up here in the north bottled up out of supply. He's going to have to commit some extra resources to open that up. At least that's my intent. He may have other plans and thwart our plans. You know, you plan and then you counter plan. So just because I plan doesn't mean it's going to work, because he has his plans too. All right, so we're doing some pretty devastating ground attacks here at Melee, and I should be pulling the trigger there soon. I think I have just about everything ready. You know, my opponent and I were emailing back and forth about our kind of our mental game, and how we're throwing each other off in various areas, mixing it up and so forth. And one of the things I like to think I'm doing, but I don't know that it's working. I'm not asking him because I don't discuss specifics, and I'm not asking him this. But I feel like mixing up my bombings, and based on the landings I've done in the recent past, there's last week's, I'm wondering if he might sit there and wonder where I'm invading. Could it short lens or Munda? Any of these bases, because I'm pretty much destroying them all. And he may not. There we go. Even some F4Fs into the mix. I think he pretty much knows I have carrier air assets in the theater, because he knows, of course, the Wasp is very likely hanging out at Colombo, because, you know, putting 2 torpedoes into it might have that effect. Okay, so I had an unconfirmed report that there's 6 Japanese ships near Johnston Island, and it's very likely to be entered. All right, some more Wu Chang action. We still have more than he does, but man, he's really giving us a licking there. Always getting the better of me on those bombardments. Okay, this is our bombardment of him, and we have a very slow-moving Chinese core coming. But once we get to Lashio, we can rail it. Oh, that's not true. We can't rail it in here. We can rail it to what is this? Well, Mictila maybe, and then march it down. Anyway, and those reinforcements will help. All right, so now one of the things I wanted to do here is see what he had. And with this bombardment, I can see he has basically the same troops he's been having. We pretty much wrecked something, but it pulled back, and it's probably repairing itself. And there's no way we can attack it now, even with tanks getting back in that hex. He's looking pretty strong there. But Again, and then I wanted to bombard this because I wanted to see he has 2 tank divisions, but again, they have zero. Well, they have access to supply across the mountains. That's going to take forever. And my hope here is to bombard them into running out of supply, like really put him in danger of running out of supply, make him squirm a little bit. Or he'll certainly use a lot of supply trying to get across the mountains. Tarawa, port, nice. Okay. Man, having engineers makes a huge difference. Ocean Island already fortifications 1 and some rear bases. Well, Buna size 3 port. Salamawa already, by adding a few engineers, is fort level 2. One of the reasons for the forts there is it is an advanced base, and I don't want him to willy-nilly, I don't want a paradrop to take it back. So I just want to dig in real good and make sure we hold that. Ooh, some tanks. Nice. Wonder if these are going to also be Shermans. Well, they are not. They're Stewarts. They can upgrade to M5s, but right now we have M3s here. Okay, another thing came across my attention. We had the tuna had gotten beat up pretty badly, and could it be this? Nope. Anyway, I remember watching it take a few depth charges, and I mentioned, oh, if I remember it, we'll come back and check it out. And here it is. It took quite a bit of damage, even though I think it was mostly near misses. Still took a pretty good licking. So we're going back to repair. All right, let's take a look at the ops report. And you can see we're having some issues offloading troops, as we just kind of always do. Okay. Anyway, we got some upgrades here. I believe these are upgrades. I don't think they're actual repairs. Okay, so... All right, let's just page down this thing. All right. Yeah, we only have LB30s, I think. We only have them in 2 places. One is in at Port Moresby, or is it Buna, flying ASW, and then at Tabatawa flying ASW. Okay, Hermes or Hermes, I don't know, is repaired, ready to go. We'll go pick that up, and yeah, we saw these upgrades, repairs completed, and tanks. Okay. All right, taking a look here. There's really not much to see. There was no action. Air-to-air loss is 1. That must be that Babs we shot down. I got lucky. We could have been shredded there over Pegu. That makes me nervous. It makes me almost want to just sweep one turn, make sure he doesn't cap trap us. All right. And taking a look here, it was a Helen, a Sally, and a Mavis, and then, of course, the Babs. Liberate, B-24. See, all the good stuff. Well, Lysander, I don't know, and Blenheim 4, but these two. Okay, so from all the good stuff to 2 of them. All right, ship sunk. Oh, let's not forget the pilots. Oh, we lost none. It's good. Okay. I don't think we've gotten any record of anything new that wasn't on this list. Okay. I don't know that there's anything more to look at here. But we can jump down here to, again, you can look here. I'm trying to beat up these bases, not just the airfields and make them untenable like for fortifications and stuff, but I'd like to beat up the ports. I know they're not that great anyway, but if we beat up the ports, it could hit their supplies there, but also keeps them from offloading supplies when they're ready to. They'll be coming in with a wrecked port around them. And so same thing here. These bases, Munda, I mean, you can just really see that this whole area has just been gutted. Like nobody's doing much here. Okay, and then I mean, again, I'm working on invasion plans that at least Lay and Millie should be launched soon, and I'm working on Munda as well. Shortlands, I may launch Munda and Shortlands at a very similar time. I'm looking into that. And then let's just go up here. I know I'm kind of speeding through this, but we can afford to, I think. All right, so now he has 5 units here. I think probably, 9 units. Okay. It could be he split up units so that they can rest and recover. That's probably what's going on here. I'm having supply issues, but all these guys have the supplies they need, so that's good. The morale of these two base forces is, I don't understand why it's so terrible. I have no idea how it got this low, but I've put them on rest. Okay, they weren't on rest for a little bit, but they were before, and then they are now. I don't know if this will go up or how to get it to go up. It may be a while, but I haven't seen it tick in a long time. And these 3 are 44 morale, but that hopefully will go up now that we're here resting. Replacements on. Yeah, I might upgrade this, but let's upgrade the ones that, let's finish the upgrades that I've already started in other places. But here again, our assault strength is going up. I think it was 410 last turn, so we went up by 9. I mean, that's not a huge leap, but this will be hard to knock out. It is clear terrain, but there again, once I see that I need to fly. Okay, so I really need to fly recon here, because once I see troops coming northwest, I'm gonna put these guys on high alert and bomb whatever's sitting here. But I think it'll be a minute before he does that. Okay, check this out. We have isolated these guys. Now that's not entirely true. He can have supply trickle this way. It's just going to be very slow. And costly, but he can do it. Having said that, what I could do is pull somebody out and circle around, but the problem is coming in here or here will cause a shock attack, which is probably not something I want to do. So I won't do that. I'm going to break this side open too, so that I can get supplies in any of these 3 hex sides. Now, I can't break this open, I don't think, at this time. I think you have to have one side you control before you can march into the next one. So if I march from here to here, they would take this northwest and then east. But what I probably will do is probably I could send these 2 armored units and move them back here to clear, because armor in clear is great, and I've got enough infantry here to hold because we're ×2 terrain. Plus, I don't think he's going to be attacking anytime soon. His supplies are going to be kind of iffy. So what I might do is grab all 3 of these including the light cav regiment. We've got some recon cars here. And we'll keep an eye on whatever comes up this road. And if he bombs, we'll have Cap here holding it, hopefully. But like I said, I also want to keep this suppressed with bombings so that he doesn't march up. Okay. So yeah, so we lost Rangoon, and that was a huge point swing of 1,800 points. But it saves these ground troops, and maybe these. What would be cool? I kind of like the role play of these two divisions being very instrumental in the recapture of Rangoon. I think that would be a cool story. But we'll see. I mean, obviously they've got to get bigger than this. This isn't going to cut it. I will say this looks no. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to rebuild and then divide again, because I think we had yeah, this'll repair quicker if I do what I just did. These have a long ways to go. A lot of them are damaged. These Burmese squads and whatnot. Let's see. This one is very depleted. Basically, not much left. And then this also. So we got 2 regiments that are basically worthless. But anyway, we're building here, rebuilding. And here's this Chinese corps coming. As soon as we get to Lashio, we can it'll speed it up. Because even if we went on the road, which we won't, we'll rail it at least to Mike Tila. But once we get it to Mike Tila, this road is way faster than this one here. Speaking of fast roads, we're trying to catch up to his unit here, but he's staying a step ahead of us. And I'll work on that, but the goal is to keep pushing to maybe what we'll do is we'll converge like a 2-pronged approach on Hang Chow. If that doesn't work, I'll do like I'm doing with Wu Chang, and I'll siege it and come around and hit Shaohing, because if we take these 2 bases, we'll cut off everything that's over here, and that's okay too. I mean, if that's what we have to do, then that's what we'll do. All right, and then because he's moved everything past this line, I'll probably send these troops in to garrison Chusien, and and everybody will keep moving east, but I'll look at that later. All right, check this out. It's hard to tell, but it looks like he's withdrawing. I see a little pip, but I don't know if he's pulling back this way with both units or only like the HQ or artillery, whatever he's got here. In any case, we are on the move, and we are almost there. In 2 turns, I think we'll be here. We've made good progress, I think. Probably a little bit, the game engine maybe helped us along. I don't know. That seems a little on the speedy side. But we'll get here and test the waters. If necessary, we will help out by bombarding here. If he's got move mode, at least we'll slow him down. I think ground bombardment also puts him in combat mode. But anyway, actually that's kind of moot, because by the time we bombard, he'll already have done the move phase. But anyway. All right, so I'll have some things to administer in this area, but we'll get there. Now the 66th Corps is well on its way to Wuchang. That'll be a nice lift boost in AV, because it's basically, I think, what, 600 AV, 675. So I think we'll go up to 20, yeah, almost 2800 right there. But yeah, I think things are okay here. Up here, not so much. This should collapse any time if he decides to attack. He's probably got pretty good force there by now. I'm trying to get from here. Trying to get up here, but I may be a day too late. We'll see. And I'm not sure what he's doing here, but all we've got here is a brigade, so a tiny one. Yeah. So I don't know, man. You could probably take that easily. But there we go. I don't really know what else to say here, except that we've got 3,000 assault strength here. For what I don't know. I could probably pull off like several thousand troops. 78,000. We could probably peel off 4 of these HQs and several of these corps. I doubt we have armor. Yeah, it'd be crazy. Okay, so look at all this infantry. We could bring maybe all of it back. Yeah, we have the road open. I mean, supplies should be getting here, although we have an issue at Sion, just devastating supply numbers. Well, anyway, we got to do what we got to do, and I don't need 3,000 here and only 800 here. So I'm going to take, like, I don't know, maybe 1,500 AV from here. Maybe I'll do it by army. Maybe leave like, I don't know. I'll go through this, but I'll, maybe leave these take the 24th up, pull them back a bit. I don't know. We'll take a look at that too. Yeah, I'll have to see what's the situation. We'll fix this. If I can get these troops back here, 1,500 AV, that's going to bump it up to 2,300, and give or take. That'll make it a bit stronger. All right. Well, I could go on and on. Not really. I feel like I'm kind of at the end, but I probably have rambled on quite enough. If you have any questions, just put it in the comments section, and I'll, of course, try to get to it. Well, questions or comments. And hopefully each turn I'm kind of addressing the core things, that at least the things that stand out to me. I don't always know what people are interested in learning. I will say some people in the past have been curious about, although it may not still be here. Yeah, Langley is still holding strong here. Upgraded, ready to upgrade again. Get some more anti-aircraft, double it. But yeah, we're sitting pretty here in Darwin. For what purposes, I don't have a plan just yet. I mean, I don't have it. I don't look at individual ships necessarily, especially on that level, to see what I want to do. But maybe we'll put it somewhere where we want to put a float plane, some search planes. But the Warspite has been withdrawn because it was supposed to be anyway, and I was looking at the timing, and there's no way it was going to come back in time to fight fight again. So I sent it back to Britain, or at least let the British, the Atlantic Fleet, take control at Cape Town. They're going to have to finish their repairs, and we'll complete Royal Sovereign, because this thing, I think we have to keep it for another year. So I think that's okay. We can repair that one, get it back to Ceylon, and put it to work. And the Hermes has been repaired, and we can get that to. It's going to be slow. Okay, we're going to go as slow as the time, but anyway, and we'll. I considered bringing the Wasp to Bombay, but I may leave it here. I don't know. Right now it's at Pierside anyway. The kind of the goal is to get the system damage down, and then we can throw it in shipyard. I don't know. Something I still haven't fully decided, because I don't want to gum up. It is small, though, at least. I don't want to gum up Colombo's shipyard. All right. Well, thanks for joining me. Take care, everyone. I'll see you back here on this for February 7th. Take care. Bye.